Alright, so here we have a salt damaged porch. As you can see, that's salt damage. When someone salts their porch, usually your finish would look something like this. Right there with the broom marks, but when you throw salt on it, your finish actually comes off, exposing the aggregate finish and pits the concrete. So this is what salt damage looks like. And as you can see, you just have to scrape the surface and more comes up. What we're going to do is we're going to clean it up and then we're going to resurface it. And you can clean it up by scrub brush with wire bristles. You can clean it up with chemicals like etching, or you can clean it up by power washing. We're going to be doing a little bit of scrub brushing and power washing, so I'll show you the next step after we clean it up. All we want to do is get all this loose stuff up. Anything that's loose you want to get up. Alright, so I want to give you guys a bit of example of how to get some of this loose stuff up. You can use the back of a hammer, the claw end, and just run it along. You don't want to be too rough because this stuff will just keep coming. But if you see somewhere it's about ready to come up, like that little pop spot there, usually if you rub the hammer back and forth, you'll get it to come off. So, get anything that's loose, it's going to come off. For example, right there, if you can see that, that's going to come off. So go ahead and get that off. Remember, not too hard, because if you go too hard, it's just going to keep coming. When you get anything that's loose off the surface, another way you can accomplish this is a wire brush. And I usually prefer to do this on a wet surface, but just to show you guys, I'm going to do it with the dry surface. So get any of your loose debris up. Alright, now you'll want to sweep all this loose debris off of your pad. You can see a lot of it came up with the hammer and the scrub brush. Get it all off. Go ahead and sweep your pad off. And in preparation for the resurfacer, you'll need to make the pad surface wet. You don't want standing water, but you just want it good and damp, kind of like this is right here. The whole surface should look like that when you go to resurface. All depends on which resurfacer you use. Now there are some solvent-based resurfacers that require the pad to be dry, but about 90% of the resurfacers out there are water-based and require the pad to be damp. So I'm going to go ahead and get my hose out after I sweep this off, and I'm going to wet the pad down. As you can see, I've saturated the pad now with water. So now it's going to now I'm going to start the mixing process. I want to mention a few things you might need before you start your resurfacing. Either good to have a drop cloth or some cardboard to cover up good concrete that you don't want to get resurfacer on. Things you might need are a broom. It can be that kind of broom there that you put a stick on, or it can be a hand broom. Usually I just use a hand broom, but I'm a professional, so you have to decide what you want to use. A mixer, an empty bucket for mixing, your resurfacer. Today I have a heater out here because the temperature is just a little bit below where we would like it to be for the resurfacing. You'll have to follow your manufacturer's suggested guidelines. And I have a trowel and a hand squeegee. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get to mixing. Now, I like to start with a good thick mix and fill any large potholes in. And basically the way I do that is I just take my trowel, get a little bit out, put it in there, just like that. like to do that all over, anywhere there's big marks. And on the face, anywhere there's big pits on the face, you'll want to do the same before you do your skim coat. Alright, as you can see, we've got our thick layer down of resurfacer. Basically this covers all the pits and dips, but it's not our finish layer. Typically we're leaving this a rough finish. We're not doing a finish layer on it, but typically what you would do is you'd get your rough layer down. That is the layer that covers up all the pits and dips, and then you would come back over with a skim coat to get your broom finish. We're not going to do that this time, but there you go. You trowel it down real thick, fill in all the lumps and humps and dips and pits, and then basically what you do on the edges here to get it to match, you can see the edges, is we're going to take our hand broom, real simple, not rocket science. You just brush it on. And you want to try to get your broom finish, your marks there, and the surface just like that. And you're going to do that all the way around, and then you're done. You're good to go. And then if you want a finish layer to get nice smooth broom marks, what you do is you do another coat on the top, or just a skim coat, and then you're done. So hope this video was helpful. Visit howtocement.com for more tips and how-to videos on concrete. I'll give you one more update once we get completely done. That way you can see the finished product. And this is Chuck with How to Cement. Alright, we're all finished up. And as you can see, it looks 100% better. If you want a finer finish, just do another coat. Follow the manufacturer's recommendations about the second coat. Some want you to wait until it dries completely, and other times they want you to do it while it's wet. So you'll have to follow your manufacturer's recommendations. But I think it looks pretty good, 100% better, and we got the desired result that the homeowner wanted. Basically all the pits and dips and salt damage gone, and we have a flat smooth surface with rough broom finishes. But if you want those precise freshly poured concrete cement finishes, then all you have to do is do another layer, so do another coat. Alright, thanks for watching.